Mate, so you just spoke about the design of the jumper and how proud you are, but just tell us again what it means this round to you and the jumper and the effort that gets put into the recognition of this round.
Yeah, it's obviously a great thing what the AFL do, Sir Doug Nicholls Round. I think growing up, I was a pretty big Essendon supporter growing up, and to see that first dream time at the G and be able to go to them games, and to see what this round's actually turned into, it's not only a great spectacle, but it just shows a lot of respect and celebrates the Indigenous culture. So it means a lot, and as I said before, Elaine has done such a good job with this jumper. She's put in a lot of effort and done a lot of study, so to get this right, and really lucky to have such a great artist do a great job on our jumper.
Do you kind of mark this one down in your diary to have a big game on the big stage then?
Obviously it's a bit different of a build-up, like us boys usually aren't in front of the cameras, so yeah, it's a bit different. So it's not that different, everything's the same. It's just I guess when you get there to the ground, there's a bit different going on, and I think it just makes you realise how lucky we actually are, and to have the oldest living culture in the world, and to be a part of that, it's pretty special. So I guess getting to play around like this, gives you a little bit more.
And what about the Brisbane Lions, Bundy? There's been some terrific Indigenous players throughout the history of this footy club.
Yeah.
Chris Johnson was one of the best footballers you'll ever see, but I can't remember a day like this that the club's put on.
No, especially over the last probably 18 to 20 months, the club's taken such steps forward and trying to involve the whole community and getting ideas that the Aboriginal people around here will, the Brisbane Lions care about us, and they want to help us succeed. And so I think that this is a small thing. Behind the scenes, there's so much more going on, and I'm really proud to be at a club that cares so much about the Aboriginal people in the Brisbane area, but also around Australia and the people who support them.
How proactive have you had to be in that regard? Because like we look here and there's 3 of you guys on the list, but Charlie just came and Cedric's only been here 18 months, and you were sort of the face for a little while there.
Yeah, a little bit, and especially last year while I was injured, it was something that I was pretty proactive in. So it's something I really enjoy, and might be something I can do after footy, but it takes when I'm doing that sort of stuff, it takes my mind off football and helps me focus in on something. So yeah, it's something I really like, and I'm happy that it takes up my time. So we got some great people around the club who are happy to help me with that.
Can you also give us a line on what Charlie's added to the footy? Like, we knew he kicked 5 in a prelim last year, but he's just been the good news story about this club so far this year.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the big thing with him is his speed. Like, his speed's just blistering. He puts so much pressure on, even if he's not getting the ball. And I think the weekend was like that. He probably didn't have as much of the ball as he wanted, but he's just pressure and speed is just through the roof. And we've really lifted our intensity in the last month when it comes to pressure. And probably him and Zorks are probably the two that lead that coming forward and up in the face of opposition defences. So yeah, he's been awesome. He makes the boys laugh. He's really real bubbly personality. So it's been a great get for the club.
What about vocally, Bundy, with Charlie? Because he seems, when he came here, I thought he was a quiet sort of fella, but anyone you speak to around, he's very chatty, and on the field he's very loud and has pretty good direction as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially in meetings, there's probably something I didn't expect out of him. There's that he's actually quite harsh on himself, and he'll speak up. He'll give direction to other boys if he sees it, especially if it's going against the game plan. So from that, I see he's come from a club with a really strong culture in Adelaide that will pick up on things that they don't like, and that's the thing with Charlie. If he sees something that he's done wrong, or one of the boys has gone against the game plan, he'll pick that out. But he's always the first bloke to also give some praise as well. So he's really good at giving feedback, but yeah, he's quite chatty. Sometimes you can't get him to shut up, but especially hanging around Mitch Robinson all the time, it's a bit of a disaster.
How do they both get it? If they both chatting, how do you?
It's a bit different. Mitch is in your face, and Charlie just doesn't stop. So no, he's all right.
Just if we can just throw to this weekend. It's an unbelievable performance on the weekend to not get the points. Must have been frustrating, you know, like you don't play that well against good sides that often, and you'd be looking at a real opportunity this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. They're probably North have probably been the surprise packets out of the year. Like you look at all the ladders early from the experts. But they just play like tough one-on-one footy and then get you on the rebound. So we're looking forward to it. It's pretty similar to Sydney in the way they defend. So we had our test, and Sydney really tested us out. So we get the chance to go up against North, and yeah, like we'd be lying if we say we weren't frustrated after the weekend, because we were. But yeah, we'll take what we can out of last week and we get on with this week.
You mentioned the wheels that Charlie brings into the side. That's where you can get North Melbourne.
Yeah, well that's what we reckon. We get to go to 88 as well, and sometimes we play too quick there. Yeah. So hopefully we've worked that out from the couple of times we've played there, and yeah, we'll play with the right tempo.
What does that mean? You play too quick?
We just get the ball and play on. We find that sometimes when we slow down the ball, we play a little bit better. So I think because we got such good kicks and such good ball movement, it happens pretty naturally. When we try and force the issue a bit, it doesn't really happen for us. So yeah, I think especially at Etihad, you're under the roof, it's absolutely perfect, and you think you can go a million miles an hour, and you get to the second quarter and you gas. So yeah, I think we've learned our lesson over the last year and a bit under Faith.
You seem to be playing without a fear of those top sides now, and with a confidence that you guys actually can compete with the top sides. And a couple of years ago, you guys at times looked like rabbit in headlights, but not anymore. You guys look like you belong, and you know you can compete. Yeah,
well, we definitely do. Like we think we can, if we put the right things in place, that we can match with anyone. And I think the results have shown, like even though we're not getting wins, I think all by the Richmond game, we've been within a kick in the last quarter. So it does show that, look, we're doing the right things. It's now coming down to the small little things that we have to improve, and we missed a few set shots on the weekend that cost us, and a few drop marks inside 50 that boys would usually take. So it's not the big issue things anymore. It's the little 1%, 2% things that if we get them right, then we might push past teams.